Okay, hello to everyone. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm going to show my experience so far in Warsaw. I've been playing like 30 minutes to an hour a day for the last, it's almost like 84 days. It's a little bit more than that, but I just want to show what you can get from the game by not tryharding, not playing too much, and playing with only one hero, and sometimes on the weekends you can spend more time. And I'll go over my total hours, how I've like managed that, and why I may have more than what 30 minutes a day or an hour for the 84 days. Okay, so let's go in the game. First off, these are all my heroes. This is my main, it's Berserko. Basically, I picked it because I like how it looks, or because something else. I haven't watched any kind of videos like which hero is better than the other ones, which is whatever. I just went for the thing I like, how it looked. It ended up that Berserker is powerful OP, I would say. By the way, at some point I made these two heroes just so I can make more dailies, so I can get extra silver at the beginning. And after that, I got both of them to tier 1. I left this guy to tier 1 600 because I didn't want the main quest, and for this hero I made it so I can maybe farm some tier 2 materials, because like in the 30 minutes to an hour day playtime you can basically do the chaos dungeons and overall. That's what I was doing sort of in the beginning. One night I was bored, I did this hero, I played him for 2 hours and that's it. Like I didn't personally like it, and I really like the graveyard, but I didn't feel like rewarding from whoever took. So I don't know. Some people complain about them, but I personally like the graveyard. I also used the pass and all the other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go into the game now. Kind of show what I have. Like over here you can see how many Makoko seeds and islands I have. I hardly have, all the islands I have are from finishing island quests and stuff like that. I don't really go to the events. I don't want to lose that much time for that. Either way, the first thing that I did, like mistake, because as I say, I wasn't playing a lot from the beginning because there wasn't a lot of time for me to spend in the game. But basically, I'm 29, like let's say almost to level 30 over here. I started doing this before 1 month because by that time I sort of like was trying to push as much as I can for the time I have. All my Makoko hunting and stuff like that. But yeah, you should not be making this mistake. But regardless, if you have the time, like you don't even need to spend a lot of time over here for the crafting. The biggest problem for me was that I wasn't doing any of the life skilling from the beginning. Like I was already tier 3 and I literally had all of this to level 2. Like I haven't completed any of this until then. So I went to I believe I was like 1340 or 1350, something like that, and then I started doing this stuff because I sort of had more time. And why I didn't have time is because of all of this. I was going for each island. I went for this island, for that island, so I can collect all the Makoko seeds and finish all the quests that there are in all these islands. All the hidden quests and stuff like that. Like I basically finished all I can from this stuff. The only things I haven't really finished is the time stuff. Why? Because I won't be walked in the game just waiting for something to appear, like from over here, all this stuff. If I have finished some of this, it just like basically like let's say right now I'm in the game and I see an island, okay, I may go to it if I have the time, because it's like 5 to 10 minutes most likely for an island, so that's why I haven't bothered finishing any of these. You should if you have the time, but like as I said, it's for 30 minutes to an hour a day, what you can play and what you can sort of achieve. And all of these are finished because I want to get this achievement. And that's why I want to finish all the islands and get as much Mokoku seeds as I can. And there's absolutely no other reason for you to do them. You don't get anything from them, regardless from this title, and where's the big Mokoku seed? Somewhere around here, I believe. There it is. And this thing. Like, you don't get anything from collecting Mokokus. It's just for the ego, let's say. Either way, you should focus on your island. But in order to focus for the island, you're going to need to focus on which you could basically finish that for the 1 hour to 30 minutes a day. Playing, like, you need to spend your energy 2 times a week, or maybe 3. It depends how much you want, but it recharges fully to the almost 11,000 every 2 days, so it's your choice. But I was also going for all of this. Like, I was trying to collect as much percentage of all of this as possible because I want the songs, or I want the skill points, or any of that. The only problem is you can finish all of this, so I have more hours spent in the game than what you basically need to spend. Like, if you spend 30 minutes to an hour in this game, you can get everything you need. The only reason I have more hours is because I've tried to finish all the monster killing, all the adventure stories, all the tripods, dungeons, all of that, and some of the boss. I believe I finished most of them. As for the silver, I don't think it's hard to have a lot of silver. It's also a matter of luck, because your gems, like, that's the thing that's going to take a lot of silver. Like, I've probably spent more than 10 million on all the gems I've spent so far. What else I can say for that? Okay, let's go to storage. Sort of show what I have. So basically, this was my engraving before I bought my current engravings that I have equipped. These are things I've managed to get and I've been satisfied with them. This is everything I've sort of collected with this hero right now, what I have from the materials I'm using. This thing, like everything for tier 3, that's as materials, I've done the fishing and I've crafted myself. I haven't bought anything from the market. This is all for cooking and stuff that I also have done on my own. And these are all the free sets, and this set I have it the same way I have the other one on me, because I got the platinum pack that I basically didn't get much from it besides crystals. Nothing else. I haven't done anything else regardless from only this pack. What I get from this pack is what I have. I haven't spent any money or other stuff. As for the storage, I've opened this with a little bit of crystals. This is what I have right now in here, because in the level 30 here I have, it's full the storage with books. Like level 1, level 2, level 3. I'm just being lazy and not opening. And you can open this from your territory, basically. These are everything I've saved. Most of these are from finishing islands or from some events that basically you probably have enough events if you start right now and you still play like an hour a day. You still have a bunch of these materials for yourself. For the books, you should save them. Like, I've opened a lot of them, but I just don't have any more space. And as for the tier 3 and tier 2 materials, like, if you decide to spend time for the other heroes, you could. I personally stopped doing that because I just got lazy. There is nothing else to say to that. The only reason I log in the other heroes, all 3 of them, or at least the tier 1 and tier 2, is just to do the dailies. That takes me like 3 minutes for first hero. And for the Guaver, I spend like maybe 2 hours, 3 a week total to do a little bit of chaos dungeons, do the guardian raids, and do the beast dungeon that are for the week list. That's everything I spent. And he's tier 3 because of this R pass. Because I finished it by doing all the quests and you get from via missions and stuff like that. And also because I'm using the, what's it called? This. Also, the graveyard get to tier 3 because I had tier 2 materials from my sorceress. And from this hero I have not spent anything for the graveyards. He's on that AP because of that. And for the materials he's making, they're staying for him, so basically all I have is made from my hero. Now, what I have currently right now, what I'm going with. This is my roster. I got the roster just by finishing every island that exists over here. Finishing all the islands you can go to that are not timed, finishing all the quests over there. That is how I got my roster. Because all these are heroes. All these are heroes are with power pass. So and the levels are because of the training that you can do in your stronghold. These are my stats currently. This is how my engravings looks. Each one of these engravings I have bought. I haven't got any luck, and I've crafted quite a bit of stones until I got this +6/+6. So I had a couple more, but I just destroyed them because I don't really need more than 2 +6s for now. And I'm going for Spirit Absorption and Master Tenacity is over here. For the skills, it's RNG what you're going to get skill effects, but this is what I got from the RNG. How my state is looking right now. What else? Skin. We got free stuff, so I changed it. So it's a red skin. It looks really ugly, but when you use the mount with this skin, it matches. That's the only reason I did it. There's no other reason for you to do something like that. That's why I did it. That's why everything's seen. As for the engravings, I know a lot of people are not going for raid captain. I personally prefer raid captain, that's why I went for it. But this is my build. I find that the best looking for me and how it works. If you have Spirit Absorption, I would say you should go to raid captain. I don't know. I really haven't watched tutorial videos or any of that. I've tried to learn everything on my own. Which, if you start the game, I don't think it's a good idea, but I just want to play a new MMO without knowing anything for it, making mistakes on my own, so I can know stuff. But also, me having a lot of cock seats is because I was using the War-Stark map that's showing you everything. That's why I have. If I was searching on my own, there's no shot, but yeah. What else I can? Oh yeah, the gems. This is what I currently have. I have, I believe, 2 level 6 over here. Yeah. So this is what I currently have. These are 2 random stones, so I just have just in case maybe someday. And now for cards. This is what I'm currently using. I'm basically aiming for something much better. I'm going for, let's go over here, incomplete packs. It's obvious you're probably going to go for this one, but you can also go for this for the critical damage. The only problem I have with that is currently I probably can buy necklace that has swiftness and critical, but it's pretty expensive. I believe it's 15k gold right now, so I kinda don't feel like spending it right now. I'm trying to use all materials that I can farm for the 30 minutes to an hour, and that's it. I try not to spend a lot of gold. But yeah, you could go for a set that gives you critical damage, or basically go for this one, but it's a matter of luck what you have. Because this currently what I right now. I haven't lost anything, but yeah. I opened a lot of packs here and I have 216. I have on a couple of them like +1, 2 to 3. I don't think I have more than +3. But that's why I'm saving a lot of packs. I'm going to open them at some point, but I don't feel like kind of doing it. And here's what I've spent. I've spent a little bit of this so I can get the Star Pass. It's a scam basically. You should probably not do it, but either way, I'm doing it. And what else? These are all the engravings I've personally opened that I found useful. And as I said, instead of Red Captain, you can probably go for Curse, though I personally prefer Red Captain. Because I'm running the Spirit of Zorsh and I'm going for Swiftness build, and same goes for all here. You should go for Master Tenacity. The biggest problem I had at the beginning is I thought this was like really good and I saw everyone else using this one, so I switched and it's way much better, like if you're a Berserker. As for the gold, I believe I'm making about maybe 10k gold each week, not more than that, but yeah, that's basically it. And the last thing I'm going to show here is the Raptor. I forgot to do this the majority of the time at the beginning, so I had to spend a lot of preference over here for the gifts, so I can max out some heroes or other things, but you should not skip on that. But as I said, I was trying to finish every island at the beginning, and what ended up happening is by the time I was done with all the islands, I was already done with getting to tier 2, with having like 20k materials that are bound to you, that are tier 1, that you just need to sell or throw them in the trash. You cannot do anything else with them from the islands. So it's basically useless for you to try to do the islands and get all of this stuff, because you won't get anything more from it. You're going to get bound materials that you won't ever be used for you. Why? Because you're already going to finish getting to the next tier. Same thing went, like I was tier 1, I finished all the islands I could have done for tier 1 and stuff like that. Then I went and finished the main story. I went to tier 3 in 3 days, something like that, just because I had a shit ton of materials saved just like that, and there were also quite a bit of events that I managed to get a lot of resources and get really lucky. Like my weapon perhaps for the tier 2, it didn't fail once, so from +0 to +15 I got from the first try. For the items, I believe majority of them I got them from the first try. And for tier 3, I sort of had luck until I got to 1370. When I got to 1317, it went really badly. Like I have failed each one of these items at least 2 to 3 times to get to the next level. So I've spent quite a lot of materials for this stuff. But yeah, this is what I want to show. What my hero looks like for me playing like an hour to 30 minutes a day. The only reason as I said, that I have 300 hours right now, because I'm going to go now to, I'm going to share a screen. Okay, so over here, as you can see, I have like 500 hours that, let's say we're going to go for okay, let's open a calculator. Oh, I clicked on something else. Okay, so if we go for 30 days, right? It's sort of like that for the first month. You have 30 days that I've probably spent at least 8 hours a day trying to log in. that's 240 hours. So minus 495. I have like around 250 to 300 hours that I've played the game, and I've played it more than what I had to play just because of that one reason. And I was trying to get all the Mongkok seeds, all these things done over here, like cooking, finishing, all of this is basically taking a lot of your time. I'm finishing the islands, but if you don't want to do that, just for the ego and stuff like that, you can basically get to this level even much faster with a little bit of luck, because there are events that you're going to get plenty of materials to be able to get to this. And this is like, I would say this is average right now. The majority of people are like above 14,000 right now. So yeah, that's it. I don't think I can share anything for the game. I'm not a pro, I'm not tryharding. I just want to show what you can get like for an hour a day playing the game with one hero, or maybe you can have a couple of outs that you can just do dailies, and maybe once or twice a week you can spend time to do guardian raid, abyss dungeon or something like that. But in my opinion, if your hero is under tier 3, it's really useless to do the chaos and all these things, because you probably won't be able to spend the materials anyway that you're going to farm from that. You won't be able to sell them, or the majority of them. Like sometimes maybe if a new hero comes and there isn't a battle pass or something like that, you could, but I don't think you will. So yeah, that's basically it. This is how my hero looks for an hour a day farming, doing chaos dungeons, dailies and stuff like that. Also, something you can do that I've been doing like for the last 1 month or 4 weeks if you want to go, that is every, like, I'm doing chaos raids when the server resets on Friday, and then I do that one more time on Sunday. That's what I do. I have energy and I'm just spending it for the double rewards. That probably isn't that useful, but it saves you a lot of time and you can still progress. Like, I would say me getting to 14,000 1400, excuse me, is like fine, because the majority of people right now are around that, so you can basically do the end game content right now. The only end game content I won't be able to do right now is the new things that are coming, that I'm not sure. You probably need like plus 15 16 full set to be able to get to 14 15 to do a new abyss dungeon or whatever it is. But yeah, regardless, if you're not in a hurry, you'll be able to do everything. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and that's what I just want to share. And also, like, just for memory for me, because I don't know, I maybe won't be playing the game as much as I wanted, but I'm still like happy with what I got right now, and with the time I spent. Like, it's a lot of time for 3 months, maybe, but at the same time, it's not that much. Like, it's fine. I would say like it's about, maybe I've spent a lot of weekends that I've tried to get more and more out of the game with the Mokoku seeds, but regardless, that's it. So thanks for watching. I really don't have any tips, it's just like a video that's made just for me, for memory, to remember this, because I don't know, I'm not feeling that I'll probably playing the game next year, but I just want to share what you can really achieve if you just play the game for an hour a day. Like, regardless from trying to get Mokoku seeds or finishing currents and stuff like that, you don't need to do that, but for an hour a day you can basically get to close to endgame content or just to the endgame content. Like, if you don't want to push, and also you're sort of a free-to-play play. Like, I'm basically not, because I have money in the marketplace that built from the Platinum set, but yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you later. Peace.